Welcome to the MD Moto Group channel. I'm Dr. Brian Dominguez. There's Engineer Mendoza in the background. And we're going to hear what Chuleta has to say and the things that she's done for us. So check it out.
You know, I can barely remember how I got there, to the dealership that is, a kind of garden of dreams, but I feel like my life started when people began coming in to look at me and the others. They would look me over and put their hands on me, sit on my seat, and I could sense, in some of them, a hope, or dream of adventure, something only I could facilitate. Then one day, I met Brian. He had that same energy I felt from a few others, but his was a much more succinct sense of adventure, and he was with Deja, who had a feeling of determination around her. We left the garden with a friend who arrived to the garden with me. Her name was Hope. It was amazing. I have not felt the road before that time, and I thought I could do anything. Brian was a pretty good rider, but I was better, so I reminded him to be careful. We would end up traveling long distances together, with all kinds of loads, environments, and situations. I even got us on a sailboat from Panama to Colombia, and spent some time in the Sandblast Islands. One time, I took Brian up over 5,000 meters altitude in the mountains of Chile. With my automatic valve adjusters I could breathe well enough despite the lack of oxygen, but I'm not so sure about Brian. He kept babbling, "We need to go down. We need to go down." We met with a lot of friends in really crazy places around the world. In Argentina, Hope and I got us invited into a group of our cousins where we spent time on vineyards having barbecues and riding around farms. I even helped a cousin sort out a minor electrical problem, since I had earlier dealt with the same thing myself. I remember another time in Colombia, when I admired Hope sitting on the beach with Brian, and then seeing her crash in the backroads of cartel country with a blown fork seal. But you know, we never let them down. We kept going and got them out of there like champs. We've spent a lot of time camping and building relationships with good friends. And, in our private conversations, Brian has told me some very personal things. I won't mention them, but he trusts me, and I think the fact that I just listen without judgment helps him deal with the stresses of life. I know it's true because he's always thinking about me and talks about how positive our relationship is. It makes me want to get him to those places that brings joy and adventure. It's something I can do, and I'm happy to do it. I'm made for that. My life is not about being a bike. I'm Chuleta. I'm a dream weaver, an adventurer, and I love what I do.
Well, there you have it. Chuleta, our motorcycle, is more than just a motorcycle. She's a part of how we do things, how our family operates, and gets us to places that we would never otherwise go, and introduces us to people that we would never otherwise meet. And so it's a special privilege and a special relationship that I hope was expressed well. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.